Okay, so it is Thursday, November 20th at 4:46 p.m. This is a meeting of the Transit Commission, City of Wausau, with a quorum present. I will call the meeting to order. First on the agenda, or second on the agenda, is public comment. Do we have any public? Do we have any public? Okay, I just have to read this statement first, so that we're reading now at all committees. The City of Wausau recognizes the value of public comment on local issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on city matters. Please identify yourself by name and state your address. Each statement made by a participant should be limited to 3 minutes. Direct all comments to the chair. Thank you. Not to members, staff, or other participants. People addressing the council shall not disrupt the orderly course of business. The chair values civil discourse and may interrupt, terminate, or prohibit public comments that do not adhere to these rules. So thank you. So first up for public comment.
Thank you. I'm Deb Ryan, 702 Elm Street. Happens I had hoped some of this information about propane and electric was shared with you, that I asked Cody to get those paperworks to you. Did that happen? No?
I gave them the email. I did just hand Carol a copy of that, and we can pass it around.
All right. Well, it happens, I was an alder on the commission back in 2020 to 2022 and tried to get things from out of the 60s into 2020, but didn't have much movement on that. So I'm just hoping for the next term that I hope those that decide, get the rear end gear, because I thought that term was an F- grade. But anyways, as part of the Transit Alliance for the state, I got this information about a reporter wanting to look at electric buses in Madison, and I'm going to ask them to consider here in Wausau as well. And having grown up in the UP, I just think electric in this part of the state is very dangerous. I'm looking at it personally for a car, but I would not be thinking about this for transit at all in our region. And propane makes sense. I've been advocating propane for years, as well as the city for its fleet, and we do have that propane as our garbage trucks for the last 10 years. So there is other alternatives. And then two, I want to encourage further discussion about having public restrooms and purchasing the former Burger King building. I think it would be ideal because it would have multiple stalls for both men and women for the volume there, and that there is no bathroom services. And it seems with the city has been really blocking people wanting to use restrooms through the downtown area, especially the homeless. But there should be a public restroom and welcoming center for everyone. But especially with the thousands and thousands of riders every day, and there isn't any nearby restroom for especially the disabled. And President Bush in 1990 signed the American Disabilities Act. And we still don't have a restroom. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comments? No other? Okay, thank you again. Then we will move on to agenda item number 3, consideration of the minutes of the preceding meeting. So the October 16th, 2025 regular commission minutes were in the packet. Do any members have any questions, comments? No? Then I am seeking a motion to approve the minutes. A motion and a second.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay. Okay, so motion to approve and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any against? No. Okay, so those are approved. Next, moving on to agenda item number 4, discussion and possible action on the RFP for facility condition assessment and feasibility study to be released. Do I mention both of these at the same time, or? Should we take them separate? Okay, so then we'll do address item number 4A first. So that's for the facility condition assessment and feasible study.
Okay, so the RFP is just to be sent out to do a condition assessment on our current facility and also look into options if we were to move to a new location. A lot of the attention has been drawn, as noted by the public comment, to electric buses to prepare that if we were to go that route, we'd have a facility to be able to do that. But the reality is our facility's maxed out. We're right busting at the seams, and some of the repairs that need to be done above buses, we can't do in our facility. So if we're preparing for a future, we just have the opportunity through this grant to go forward. The RFP's been through WISDOT. It's a WISDOT fund that's granted. And so we're just ready to release this RFP so we can get this done this summer before that grant money disappears. And it is 100% capital. It's not, no city part, so.
Any questions from the committee?
I have a question. Maybe this isn't the time to answer, but if you build a new building and it's further from downtown, will the bus drivers be allotted more time to get to the transit center to downtown? And that would have to be budgeted in the budget if it takes more than what it currently does now, correct?
We would have to address that once the location was chosen. A couple locations that were discussed, I don't believe would change. The distance wouldn't be far enough that would affect that at this point, but we would absolutely have to take that into consideration when we chose a location.
And my other question is, would the location be on a bus route if someone needs to come and buy a bus pass for Metro Ride? That should be considered when in the RFP.
I also agree with that it would make it very difficult for people to be able to get bus passes. But one good news is if we had to, we can always divert everybody to City Hall to get a bus pass because our hours will match City Hall, and it is on a bus route.
Correct. And my other concern is if it's closer to being able to do expansion of different routes to make it easier, like maybe a transfer point if we ever went to Red Mountain. Just a thought.
Yeah, absolutely. We would take all thoughts into consideration when we were redesigning routes or moving a building for sure.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? No one else? Okay, then we'll move on to item B, the RFP for the CAD ABL.
Okay, once again, this is another grant that we've been given that is in the process of expiring at the end of 2026 and really trying to move ahead. This seems as though it's kind of come back and forth here, and we're ready to send the RFP out. The SRF has done the work behind the scenes. I've had the attorney look it over, and really this CAD AVL is to bring our electronics up to date, some of our recordings, record keeping, and then also changing the buses so that we have live cameras, so that we have live GPS coordinates, so you know where your bus is, hopefully taking some of the stress off the admin because people can see on an app where the bus is. They don't have, not everybody's calling every half hour asking when's the next bus coming, and then also just tracking cost and everything to do electronically to just make us be where most systems already are.
Thank you for that, Mr. Schenke. Does anyone have questions on that? I think that would be really great to be able to look that up on an app, and see. So, yeah, I think that would be wonderful. Okay, if no comments or questions, then, excuse me, we'll move on to agenda item number 5, Director's Report on Transit Operations. Item A, working on WisDOT grant that is due December 10th. Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. My fault. That's right. We do need action on both RFPs, correct? So, should we do them probably separate then? So looking for a motion to approve the, sending out the RFP for a facility condition assessment and feasibility study, or to release them. Looking for a motion on that. And that is item number 4A. Okay, so, okay, Ms. Hope, thank you, and.
I'll
a
second it.
Okay, from Ms. Zern. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nope. Okay, so that passes. We'll go ahead with that. And then for item number 4B, looking for a motion to release the RFP for the CAD AVL.
I'll make a
Study.
motion for the RFP for the CAD.
Okay, motion by Zern, second by Hope. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so that can move forward then. Thank you for that. Sorry, I forgot that. Then agenda item number 5, Director's Report on Transit Operations. I'll just turn it over to you.
Yep, and I just really wanted to kind of give you an update. I know that I have a grant that's due on the 10th for the WisDOT money. That's what I'm working on right now. And also preparing for, some of you may know, but they do the FTA does a triennial review every 3 years. They come in and they do a deep study of everything that we say we do and make sure we're doing it. That begins in December. They'll be giving us instructions. So our workload at Metro Ride is about ready to get really, really heavy. So if I struggle in any way to communicate, it's only because I'm trying to keep my head above water while this begins. There has been, with the turnover that we've had, there has been some lack of record keeping, at least in the director's office. Thankfully, Yvonne has done a great job of keeping all the records so that I have things to go look for, but I have to find them all as opposed to having the files ready. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we're going to work hard and we're going to work together to make it happen. And the mayor is let me know that they're going to post the job here pretty soon for the director. So hopefully we'll have a director on staff and then we can move forward with that extra hand.
Thank you for that. Any questions on the update? Nope. Okay, then if there are no other questions, I'm then looking for a motion to adjourn. Item number 6.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, motion by Zern, second by Hope. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.